Hi everybody, welcome back to this week's My Weekly Raje Fix. Hope everything is well. I want to talk to you about this week's Parshas Teztzaveh. In Parshas Teztzaveh, Hashem tells Moses more details about the menorah. Now, when lighting the menorah, there was a special law that only virgin olive oil could be used for the menorah. And what we want to figure out is, what is this idea that we have to use specifically the first drops of oil that come out of an olive, And the Torah teaches us in a Mishnah. The Mishnah says that on an olive tree, there's three types of olives. There's the top olives, the lower rung olives, the middle, and then the lowest part of the tree, those olives as well. Now, what's interesting is that the olives that are on top of the tree are of a higher quality olive as the sun hits them the most. And the middle olives are middle quality, and the lowest olives are of the lowest quality. Yet the law says is that the first drops of oil that are squeezed out of any of those olives, those are all kosher for lighting the menorah. So the question is, why should that be? If the lowest level olives are an inferior olive to the olives that are above it, so if the Torah wants the best, so why is it that the olives from the lowest part of the tree and the middle part of the tree are still good for the menorah? And the answer is that Hashem is not necessarily interested in the best per se. What he's interested in each person's best. And any olive, whether it's a lower rung, a middle rung, or the upper rung, the first that's squeezed out of it, that's what Hashem wants. And so therefore, we can't look at ourselves and say, well, I'm not a rabbi, I'm not a rebbitzin, I'm not a this, I'm not that, I never learned in yeshiva, who am I? Hashem says no such thing as who am I, because you can be the best you. How do you be the best you? You make sure somebody squeezes that best part out of you, just like an olive. And we all have that inside of us. And that's what Hashem wants from all of us. He doesn't judge us from who we are. He doesn't judge us based on accomplishments. What he does judge us on is the overall picture. In the overall picture, he knows that a person grew up with a certain surroundings and a certain environment, and therefore that environment and those surroundings determine what is expected of him. So a person can never say, I can never keep all of Shabbos, or I can never keep any of the mitzvahs, or I can never become a great somebody, because there's no such thing. You can become a great you. And that is the lesson that we learned from the olives, and that is the menorah. And the menorah signifies for us the Torah. The holy menorah is what we refer to as the Torah, because it says, Kiner mitzvah v'Torah or. A candle, a mitzvah is a candle, and the Torah is the light. So therefore, when a person wants to strive towards Torah, which is striving for ideals, he has to have the best squeezed out of him. And every person can attain that no matter what level that they're holding. Hope everybody has a great Shabbos, and I hope everybody can squeeze out of themselves those drops that Hashem was looking for towards those ideals. And you should all have success. You should all have siyata d'shmaya, heavenly assistance. Have a great Shabbos.